Today, I'm going to explain to you how to conduct a successful interview. There are three types of interviews. A structured interview, which involves a set of questions that each interviewer is asked. An unstructured interview is an interview that is casual with no specific questions to ask and many times unprepared. The last type of interview is a semi-structured interview, which involves a set of questions, but the interviewer can improvise questions if appropriate. The first thing you must do as an interviewer is to prepare. It is important to remember that the interviewee is interviewing you as well. If you aren't prepared, he or she may be skeptical about the position as you reflect on the company. Figure out what you will ask them. Have a set of questions written down. Look over the employee's application, call their references, and investigate their background. Is the employee qualified? Is he or she a safe fit for the company? Have they been a reliable employee in the past? Asking these questions will let you know which potential applicant should be interviewed. Another part of the preparation is dressing well. It is important that you look good because it tells the interviewee that their time is valuable to you as well.
Hi, is this Reggie, the manager of Chevy's? Hi, this is Brett Webb. I'm the manager over here at the Holiday Inn. I was just calling about a former employee used to have a Dan Smith. I was just curious what kind of employee he was. All right. Okay.
The next step is the opening. First, you'll meet the candidate. You'll exchange greetings and shake hands. Then the interviewer will make eye contact with the interviewee. Ask questions that are easy to answer to make them feel comfortable. Another good approach to helping the interviewee to relax is offering them a beverage. At this point, give the applicant an outline of how the interview will go.
Hi, how's it going?
Dan Smith?
You got that right, sir.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too.
How was good then?
Oh, it was pretty easy.
Good. Can I get anything to drink? Coffee, soda?
No, I think I'm good for now.
No? All
Thanks
right.
for asking that.
Go ahead and have a seat there.
All right.
All right.
The next step is collecting information. Talk to the potential employee about minimum requirements for the job and ask about past experiences. The way a person talks about past jobs is a good indicator of the attitude they will probably have working for you as well. Ask three types of questions: direct, behavioral, and situational. Start with direct questions, which are close-ended questions that are easily answered. Next, ask behavioral questions to see if he or she is a fit employee. Behavior is something that usually doesn't change. Lastly, ask something situational to see how they handle stress or sticky situations. When asking questions, take thorough notes because you want to remember the interview. Interviewers who don't take good notes usually pick either the first or the last candidates, simply because they remember them better.
All right, so how was getting here?
Oh, real easy. Not too much traffic.
All right. So about how far away do you live?
It's only about, 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good to hear. All right. Well, I'd just like to begin just by telling you, I guess, basic job and the job requirements. We're looking for a part-time employee to work front desk. We're looking for weekends only from Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 3 p.m. to 11. Would you be able to do that?
Sounds great.
Awesome. All right. Tell me about if there's ever been a time that you had to deal with a complaint, and tell me about how you handled that.
Well, one of our guests, they got some food and some other guests ran into them, and they spilled their food. And they came up to me, upset, that they spilled their food. So, I listened to what they had to say, I completely understood their situation, got them some more food, and they went on their way happy as could be.
Okay, good. How would you handle it if a guest called down to the front desk and complained about a room not being clean?
Well, if it weren't clean, I'd, obviously take that in, but after that I would either A, call housekeeping, get them up there to clean the room, and if the guests weren't satisfied with that, we can move them rooms as long as there's vacancy.
Okay, good answer.
The next step is giving info. Tell the interviewee what you would expect from them and what the job entails. It's also a good idea to tell a candidate some of the harder things about the job. If they come to a job not knowing what it'd be like, they may not last long, and hiring a new employee is expensive. Sell the company to them. Tell them why you love it and how it will positively affect them. At this point, answer any questions the candidate has about the job. Give the candidate feedback as to whether or not they will be called for a second interview.
Okay, next I would just like to reiterate with you the duties of our front desk clerk here at the Holiday Inn. The basic duties of front desk clerk, if you haven't already known, it's, you're going to be taking reservations, you're going to be checking guests in and out of the hotel. The majority of the time you're going to be working alone since the housekeeping won't be here. So you'll have a lot of responsibilities on yourself. You'll need to deal with a lot of, the guest needs and just the guest questions. I'd like to point out that here at the Holiday Inn, we really take pride in our teamwork aspect. We all work as a team, and I think that's what brings us all together.
The final step of a proper interview is the closing. Tell the interviewee when he or she will hear back from you. Let them know the next step. Thank the person for coming and walk them to the door. If you really like them, it is appropriate to ask them for a second interview right away.
Well, I think you're a great fit for this job. I'd like to go ahead and let you know that the starting pay is going to be $8.50 an hour. After 6 months, you are eligible for a raise, and I would like to go ahead and offer you this job. Do you accept?
I accept.
All right, awesome. Well, just so you know, there's going to be an orientation on Thursday. I would like to have you come in about 3 p.m. and stay till about 6. We'll give you a uniform, and we'll just kind of walk you through the duties of the job, and we'll get you all set up. All right?
All right.
Yeah, well, let me go ahead and walk you out the door here.
All right,
well,
thanks,
it's
man.
been great meeting you.
You too.
Dan. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Using these tips will set you up for a successful interview, but please beware of some common errors that could occur, such as anything that falls under a protected class, such as race, color, religion, national origin, age, sex, family status, sexual orientation, gender identity, disability, veteran status, or genetic information. Now let us look at an example of violating a protected class by mentioning age.
Alright, so I noticed it said here that you graduated high school sometime in the late 70s, so that would, just by some basic math, that'd put you around, what, 42, or, early 40s or so?
Well, I don't know what age has to do with this job, but...
Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. I'll just, I'll figure that out later. That's fine, I can do that on my own. So. Alright, Dan, I noticed here it said that you went to Triad High School. That's in the Chicago area, isn't it?
That's correct.
Alright, are you a fan of the Bulls?
I am a fan of the Bulls. My dad used to take me to the games all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, dude, you're hired. I got season tickets,
Awesome,
man. We can go tonight.
Oh, let's
All
go!
right, let's go.
Sweet!
Cool. Alright, I did notice, I didn't want to point anything out, but do you look to be a little bit of a heftier gal? I was just wondering, when do you think the baby might be due?
Well, actually, I'm a guy.
Alright, Dan, another aspect of this job is, you're going to be working on Sundays, and sometimes we're going to need you to come in a little early. So, I was just going to see if, your Sundays were open, if you had to go to church or anything.
Oh no, my Sundays are free. I'm completely good to work on Sundays.
Alright, so you won't be going to Mass. Alright, Dan, I also noticed here on your resume that says you're from California originally. That's kind of a blue state. If you don't mind me asking me, who'd you vote for?
Well, I voted for Obama, of course.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the position's already been filled. So, it was nice meeting you.
Alright.
But, I'm sorry you didn't get the job.
Alright.